Hi everyone. Just wanted to give you a quick overview about another tech tool that you can put into your plethora of tools that you're using to engage your students in this new normal of distance learning. The tool is called FlipGrid, and it enables students to film videos of themselves for about 5 minutes or less. And you can use it to host discussions, to have them answer questions, to participate in reflection. There are really a number of things that you can do with FlipGrid. So let's get in and check it out for ourselves. To get there, you're going to go to flipgrid.com. You're going to select Google Login. Everything on FlipGrid is free. You don't have to worry about whether you're using a free version or a premium version. It's free courtesy of Microsoft. So when you go into grids, just so you know, FlipGrid has slightly different terminology for some of the terms that you're used to. When you have a class on FlipGrid, it's called a grid. When you have an assignment on FlipGrid, it's called a topic. So in order to make a grid that fits what you want to do, you're going to click Add New Grid. You're going to name your grid US History 2. If you click School Email, as long as somebody is logged in with ridgeway.k12.nj.us and is sent through the link that they're going to give to you, they will automatically be ushered into the Flipgrid that you're creating. So you're going to click next again, and now here is a direct link for students to join the grid. You can copy it and you can paste it into a document if you wish, or you can share this link to join your Flipgrid on Classroom right away with just a couple of clicks with Share to Classroom. So I could share it immediately with Latin 4 Honors. I can either make it an assignment or I can create an announcement that says, hey guys, this is the Flipgrid that we're going to be using for the next 3 or 4 assignments. I don't want to confuse them, so I'm going to close out of that right now. I'm going to click Go to My Grid, and now I have topics. So topics are the assignments that I want to post for my students here. I click Add New Topic, and I can give it a title. Now, if I wanted to use this for reflection, I might give the students or prompt the students to think about their most recent DBQ essay. Oops, I have to spell it correctly too. I can choose the recording time. My range is 15 seconds to 5 minutes. I'm going to choose 2 minutes for right now. I think that's a pretty decent length of time. You get 500 characters to ask the question that you want them to consider. So please choose which document presented was the most controversial. Now here you have the option of providing a method of focus, so something that you want your students to use to help them formulate their answers. As far as recording a video goes, maybe you want to create an exemplar for them to consider. Maybe you want to upload a video that you've already filmed that is an exemplar of what you want. Maybe you want to provide a link to a YouTube video and have them watch that video and then react to it given the content of the class that you've just been talking about. Maybe you want to upload an image and have the students react to the image based on the current part of the curriculum that you're addressing. There's not much need, in my opinion, for adding a Giphy or an emoji. That's probably more for younger grades. But here you could also choose a focus of a Google document or a Kahoot game. Maybe you could have the students take a Kahoot or do the Kahoot Challenge edition and then reflect on their performance. Well, why did I not get the highest score? Or how did I get the highest score? You could link a Newsella article, etc. So an example of using a Google Doc, I'm going to show you a couple of examples from my AP class, and with the Google Doc, one of the things that I did was I created an answer key to an exercise that they had done. I put the answer key as a Google Doc, and I had them look at the answer key against their own answers, and in the context of a 5-minute Flipgrid, I had them reflect on why they chose the answer that they did and how they can select the next one if they were to do this question the next time around, so that it wasn't just this was wrong and now it's right. It was the process of what went into that that helped to kind of kickstart that discussion. There are more options for you to consider. Maybe you want to provide a topic tip to help to focus your students' attention further. The feature link could be a website that you want to send them to. This could be where you put the URL for a YouTube or Khan Academy, whatever you want them to watch. Video moderation is important. Some Flipgrids, any video that a student submits will be automatically visible to the entire class. Some students have a problem with that, or for some students, like in that reflection that I discussed earlier, I didn't want them to be influenced by their peers, and so I selected video moderation. So all the videos are hidden from the other students, and I am only able to view them. Now, if you want to be able to evaluate them first and then put them into the general class discussion, you can do that, but you do have to have moderation on in order to do that. In order to facilitate a more lively and full classroom discussion and allow students to see each other and interact with each other, which I think that we all are starting to desperately crave at a certain point in our virtual learning. You're going to select student to student replies. So you want to require students not only to make their own initial contribution, but then also to respond to their classmates and become part of a more full discussion picture. In terms of status and launch and freeze dates, this is what enables you to create a Flipgrid topic, but not have the students see it until the actual date that you're assigning it. So this gives you some freedom to schedule something ahead of time. There are some other video features that you might want to employ. For example, view count or likes. You may want to enable or disable them as you wish, especially in the world of Instagram, where kids are constantly concerned with how many people are viewing or liking their stuff. You might want to remove this so that there's one area of their life where they don't have to worry about the relative success, if you will, of their contributions in media. And then finally, the feedback area gives you an idea of how you're going to react to the students. Do you want to give them basic feedback as, yes, you did it, no, you didn't, or you can customize feedback per a rubric that you create. I'm going to stick with basic feedback for here. I'm going to create my topic. I have my topic. I can either have my students log into Flipgrid and they'll automatically see the topic, or I can copy this link and again, just ship it right to Classroom from here. I'm all set, so I'm going to go back to it. Now, right now, there are no responses for me to look at to show you in this particular sample that I've created for you. But if I go back out to my grids, I can show you a couple of the recent grids. So this one here on top, in my AP class, we're doing a March Madness tournament, and I've assigned each one of the students to represent one of the characters in our syllabus. And so they have to speak on that character's behalf for 2 minutes in order to get that character to advance to the next round of competition. In this particular video, this was Ambiorix, so this is a statue of a character that they study within De Bello Gallico, and you can see my prompt here. In the town of Tongeren, a significant statue stands in the middle of the city center. I wanted them to discuss how the artistry of the figure supports or challenges their notions of Ambiorix, as well as Caesar's characterization of Ambiorix. And then these are the students' videos. I was able to go in and I can give them individualized feedback. Now, right now, the videos were not moderated, so they can all see each other's videos. So you can see that Olivia has 6 views, and you can see that this one topic alone has 138 views altogether. And part of the views has to do with when the students actually submit it. And then as far as actions go, you can record your own response. You could add topic guests. You could, expand it if you want to. I don't want to get too much into the details of it now, though, because I just want to kind of get you into the ground level of what Flipgrid can offer to you in your classes, especially in distance learning part of life. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to walk you through some of the finer details. Good luck using it. Have a great Thursday.